Is it just me, or does it look like Zoro in the cover page is inside of some type of a crystal ball and is being watched by somebody? Just me? I also noticed how the stick in his mouth is not covered with armament hockey. Anyway, the chapter opens up with my man Sabo putting in the work. He pulls a Walter White, a Heisenberg, saying, "Maybe you should tread lightly." Sometimes Sabo gets like this look on his face that makes me think that he has like a storage room filled with decapitated bodies. The conversation between Sabo and Luffy was a little bit anticlimactic, but it's because this is not the first time they've seen each other. The new development that has occurred, though, is that Sabo now has the Metanomi. That gives Burgess a reason to fight Sabo, and it makes Luffy happy. And also, when Sabo smiles, when he's like, "Yeah, I wasn't gonna let anybody else have it," he looks like Luffy, the way that he smiles. Sabo's gonna take on Burgess, because Doflamingo belongs to Luffy, because that's just the way the One Piece formula works. So, it's a good thing that Burgess is here, because it just gives Sabo something to do. Because if Burgess wasn't here, like, Sabo would just march up to Doflamingo. Burgess does this new attack called Galleon Lariato with no hockey, which doesn't make any sense. I know it didn't use hockey because Sabo basically used the Flame Fruit ability to dodge it, or to just, turn into flames. And it's so weird because Sabo just told him, "I ate the Metanomi. I'm a Logia user. Hello?" It's kind of one of those scenes where you look at it and you're like, "Damn, that looks badass." Does it make a lot of sense? Not really, but it looks badass. And it's kind of the same thing with Doflamingo. There's this one amazing panel of the city burning up and, people being fucked up on the streets by Doflamingo and the strings just going like whoop. But shouldn't Dofi be able to fly up to like a high point and just look down and see, "Oh, there he is, I'm coming at you"? But at the same time, like, I understand Oda needs to find a way to kill time. Because Luffy needs, at the end of this chapter, he still needs 4 minutes. The cage needs 3, and a lot of us thought, myself included, that Zoro was going to be able to cut the birdcage, but no, they're just pushing it. Frankie, the Tontada's factory, pushing that shit. So I'm guessing they're going to push it long enough so that Luffy recovers. So they need to push that thing for 4 minutes plus, and hopefully Fujitora does something. We saw him in this chapter, and actually, now that I look at that final page, Frankie ain't pushing shit. He just has like these fans encouraging the Tontadas to push. And I have to say that by the end, it looks like Burgess is using hockey on his arm. So that's really cool. We got a part with Doflamingo's thugs. That guy with the mask was actually in the beginning of Dressrosa. It's been so long, I actually had to like think about it. Oh yeah, I remember him. He was the one gambling with Fujitora, and then Fujitora fucked them up. It'd be cool if all the citizens of Dressrosa, instead of like running, everybody got together and just started pushing on the birdcage. By the end, they could start yelling, "Mugiwara!" Very nice panels with Doflamingo's intimidating face. There's this part where this dude says, "How does he still have this much stamina left?" "I don't need stamina to deal with fodder like you." There's this one dude that at first I thought kinda looks like Pika on the floor. And I just noticed this. If you look at the strings that are coming out of the ground, they are going through people. Like, they basically just killed, like, these people are dead, son. It's funny because Doflamingo's codename is Joker, and this guy's just walking down the street. It reminds me of that scene in Dark Knight when the Joker's like, come on, I want you to do it, come on, hit me! But the best quote of the chapter, at least for me, comes from Zoro. If you have not read the manga stream translation, please go read it because it's awesome. He's pushing on the birdcage, and Kinemon is insisting that shit is impossible. And Zoro says, at the end of the day, this is just the work of one man. From my point of view, thinking that it can't be stopped is what's insane. He's basically saying, man created it, man can destroy it, pretty much. And even if it's highly improbable that you can stop it, if you start by thinking that you're not going to succeed and that shit is impossible, then you're never going to get anywhere because you've already mentally defeated yourself. A lot of people, myself included, like hyping Zoro up because of his power. His power feats, his strength. But I'm telling you, it's that mental strength that just makes him the VP, vice captain. But of course, I have to end this review talking about my man Sabo because he just flung Burgess through some fucking buildings. Blaze, Dragon King, it's a very simple hold, and then he kind of spins his hand to give Burgess that curveball motion. And that's the thing, like, this is casual Sabo. He's not overexerting himself. It looks like he's dicking around. Sabo, Zoro, Doflamingo made this chapter for me. Tell me your thoughts about it in the comments section below. Thank you so much for watching. Like the review. I really appreciate that, guys. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already for more One Piece reviews. Thanks for everything. Bye.